Today we're going to talk about seeding and planting in Farming Simulator 25. You can sow crops using a seeder or a planter. Fill the machine with the seeds from a pallet or silo first, select the crop that you want to sow, lower the machine, and turn it on. Keep the crop calendar in mind if you're playing with seasonal growth turned on. Seed pallets can be purchased at the shop. Silos can be placed on your farmland via the build mode menu. Some seeders can cultivate, sow, and fertilize the field in one go. Check the shop descriptions of the tools to find out more about their attributes. Another possibility to bring out your seed is direct seeding. Applying this process saves you one step, cultivating. You can use direct seeding machines to save some time, but always keep in mind that this creates weeds faster than cultivating the ground beforehand. First things first is to pick out a seeder or planter, and there's two ways you could do this. You can either find one that matches the horsepower on your tractor. For example, the Solid Stand 1500 requires 110 horsepower. If your tractor has 120, you're good to go. However, if your tractor has 80, this is not going to work very well. So you need to make sure that you find a planter that's going to have a power requirement that is less than your tractor. This exact same thing goes for your planters as well. I've already made a video about cultivating, so if you haven't seen that one, go check that out first. But in the meantime, you can see this Horse Versa 3KR says these machines are used to seed crops like wheat, barley, or canola. There's also other crops down here as well. The wheel weights on the tractor are required for use. Now it says that not actually required. It's just like a really, really good handy tool to know. There you go. I don't really know the words to use there. However, on the Unia Felix, they say on here, additionally, the seeder offers the possibility to seed directly. No previous cultivating or plowing is necessary. If your field is cultivated, that's okay too. Or if it's plowed, you can use any of the seeders or planters. However, if it's not, you're going to need to find something. Now, I prefer direct drilling over seeding or over cultivating and seeding. I just find it easier. So, for example, this big Amazon Titan is great at 15 meters. However, you need to cultivate beforehand. So, for something like that, you would need maybe the T-Force. Now, this is 9 meters instead of 15, but you don't have to cultivate beforehand, which makes things kind of nice. Now, if we go over to planters, you're going to find the same thing. Like, for example, this Missouri right here will direct drill. However, this Amazon will not. Similar thing when we get up to the top, this Kinsey will direct drill. However, this Horsch will not. So it's just kind of up to whatever's going on, kind of. So make sure that you read what it is down here before buying anything. Next, what are you going to try to plant? So these seeders, for the most part, I think at least for the base game here, all do the same crops. And if you're curious what those are, you can come out and check them out down here at the bottom. This one does wheat, barley, oats, canola. It will do dry rice, or long grain rice as it's called in the game, cover crop, grass, peas, and spinach. So it will plant those things into the ground. However, in planters over here, as you can see, some of them are a little bit different, and some things plant things that the others won't. For example, this Missouri will do corn, sorghum, sunflowers. It will also do soybeans, sugar beets, cotton, and green beans. However, if we select this Grimmy Matrix, for example, it will only do canola and sugar beets. If we select this Kverneland, it also does canola in addition to the other crops, which is kind of interesting. And don't even get me started on other types of planters like potato planters, for example, vegetable planters, rice planters, or even sugarcane planters. All of those will all do individual things, and most of the things that are specialty crops like vegetables and rice and sugarcane, those are going to have their very own things. However, I will say, as the game progresses, you may find mods that will do all of them. So you can buy one thing and be good. Today, we're going to keep it very simple and just talk about regular seeders and regular planters. Once you've got your seeders picked out, you may also want to look and see if there's any of these tanks that you need. For example, you've got the K-branded one or the Horsch branded one, which will match up to some things in your seeders and planters, and they just kind of work. After that, make sure you buy some seeds and you're good to go. There's one more thing that you need to pay attention to before getting into the field, and that's going to be does it also fertilize? So you can see here the Great Plains Solid Stand. This comes as base game for, I think, all of the maps. This bad boy right here will also run fertilizer, but you have to select it. It won't do it automatically. So if you want to be able to fertilize and seed at the same time, well, you can use something like this, and it'll work great for you. Now that you've got the seeder or planter that you want, let's fill up with some seed, and this one also takes fertilizer. So, we need to unfold the tool first. So, looks like we're gonna have to do that. Some of them you don't have to unfold first. The good thing is, Farming Simulator tells you what to do. So, there we go. We are opened up, and I hit left on the left stick, down on the left stick rather. And that is just going to sit here and simply fill up with some seeds. So this will hold a little bit more than 2,000 liters. There you go. We've got that. I did buy plenty of seeds and fertilizer for this. And we'll come around here, stand beside the fertilizer, and start filling up. Now out to the field, everything's got seed, everything's got fertilizer that needs it, and we've got everything split up into two. So here is a seeder that does not have direct drill. So we're just going to go out into a field which has already been cultivated. We are going to drop it down. There we go. Turn it on and go forward, and we are planting wheat. All good, nice and easy. Here we are. You can see the color changing. Perfect. Nice. Now, let's go ahead and turn that off, and let's go over to this guy. This is the Massey Ferguson with the horse planter on the back. Again, does not have direct drill, so we have to put it on seed or a seed bed that has been prepared. We can't just tear up whatever's there already. So let's select it. Let's drop it down, and we've got corn selected. That's perfectly fine, and we will go forward. You can also tell that the ground is a little bit darker there because it's also putting down fertilizer, which is nice. Now you're going to need 2 states of fertilizer, so once this grows, well, you're going to need to put more down if there's already fertilizer down. That's something to contend with as well. However, for the meantime, you're good to go. And lastly, we have 2 seeder and a planter that have direct drill, meaning we can pretty much put them down on just about anything. This is a field of soybeans that has been harvested, and we're just gonna seed right on top of it. Now, of course, we will get more weeds when it comes to this. However, if you have weeds turned off, it doesn't matter. Drop it down, turn it on, and go, 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 go. And it's putting it in the ground. If we take a look, soybeans, however, we are changing it to wheat. Yeah, just straight up goes. We're also fertilizing a little bit as well, which is great for this. Very cool, man, very cool. Lastly, let's talk about this guy. This is also one that has fertilizer in it. Some planters do, some planters don't. Same with the seeds. These just happen to. That's about it. Let's select the seeder or planter, drop it down, turn it on, and go, go, go. And we are putting corn in the ground. You can see right there, there's our color for corn. And because it's direct drill, it's going straight through what used to be soybeans that has been harvested. So this is really nice because you can just throw a seeder or a planter right behind a combine harvester and be good to go. And there you go. That's seeding and planting. Hopefully this has answered any questions that you may or may not have had about seeding and planting. I hope you enjoyed the video. Regardless, drop a like on it if you did. Get subscribed if you're new and join the DjGoHam fam. Double check out notification bell as well. That way, whenever I release videos like this, you know about them. And if you're looking for any more tutorials, you can check out the playlist down below. All that being said, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.